from Anthony to Gary, Trent to Nanu, just a lot of players who are a lot younger than me. So a lot of things where I've been here for 7 years now. So all of the things that they putting in and that they emphasize, and I've heard it so many times that I felt like I was just teaching it and pulling people aside more than usual.
Dave, do you enjoy that part that you've been with the team and you can help the guys?
Yeah, it's just kind of funny, man, because I've always been like one of the younger players, and this is the first time that I felt that. But it's fun, being able to really help somebody or share stuff with players that they need to hear, just so they could be better off. So it was cool today.
Terry kind of mentioned at media day that he balances keeping things fresh. You don't want it to get stale. Like you said, 7th year, you've heard all. How do you keep it from getting stale as a player?
I think we make some changes each year. It's a little bit different, but it's nothing that I wouldn't expect, or nothing that I couldn't see coming. So I think it's a little bit fresh in that way. But I think having new players and bringing in fresh bodies could be enough of a change for me.
How much has training camp changed since you came into the league? I mean, just the length of camp, different things that you go through in camp.
I think it's been the same for the most part. Earlier in my career, it seemed a lot harder, just because we did a lot more live action. It seemed like just 5-on-5, 4-on-4, just drill after drill after drill, just competition. And now it's live action, but then it's so much teaching before the live action happens. So it's like, you're learning things and we putting things in and emphasizing things that we want to do and be better at, and then you drill it for 5 minutes on the clock, and then it's on to the next thing. You just putting in so many things that it's not as much live action. When I had so many vets on the team, where it was like it wasn't that much to teach. Guys like me and Will and Myers had to kind of pick things up and listen to Wes and L.A. and Jared Jeffries. So now it's a lot more just breaking stuff down for the younger guys.
Dame, do you feel like you and CJ are having more collaboration with Stotts regarding new plays and all that than before?
I think our sets, the things that we run stay pretty much the same. It's all what we've always done, but I think there's been a lot more collaboration as far as things that we can do that would benefit us, that we don't do a lot of things that we could do better that would be helpful to the team, and just a lot more communication as far as how we could help ourselves and help the team, as opposed to, all right, let's just high pick and roll. Just other ways for us to be productive.
And are you talking about over the summer that has started to happen?
It was over the summer, kind of leading up to camp. There was a lot of communication about it, working out. We get done and we'll sit over here in the chairs and talk about it. We'll come in his office and talk about it.
And do you think that's a byproduct of what happened in the playoff series?
I mean, everything isn't going to be based off of what happened in the playoffs. I think even looking back at that, if we make a shot here, make a shot there in game one, we win game one. So as much as we need to remember that, we also need to remember that, it could have easily been the other way if a few things went differently. So we don't need to come in and try to be a completely different team or completely different players. We just need to be better in a few areas. And the things that we've talked about, we think we could be better and it can make our team a little bit better.
So maybe it's just a natural evolution of trying to get better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. We in the game with ET, he get the outlet, we play off the ball, get behind the defense, me and CJ moving around more. That way later in the game, if we come back to the ball, it's not the same look that the team's been getting the entire game. Just different things, but it's small things. Stuff that, like I said, could really help.
Do you imagine that you play off the ball more this year?
I will. I think it's something that I want to do. It's really hard for 82 games just having the ball and making plays and scoring against 5 people, having all the eyes on you. It's hard. And, it takes a toll on your body, and it wears you down.
Imagine your mind too.
Yeah, it wears you down. So not that I'm not up for that challenge if that's what needs to happen, but if there's other ways for me to be effective and other things that I could do to, I guess, take that pressure off of myself. And also possibly be more productive, more efficient, then, I'm open for that.
Damian, just the notion of the team getting off to a better start and not having kind of these lulls, and CJ had mentioned that that starts from the beginning. How do you, as someone who's kind of the leader of the team, go about kind of emphasizing that?
I mean, I think it's funny. My first 3 years, we had a veteran team. We started off strong in the beginning, and we always finished, kind of limping to the finish line. And then the last 3 years, it's been the exact opposite. Start off slow, and we finish strong going into the playoffs. So I think now it's like it's that year of what is it going to be now. We got a young team, but our core is pretty much vets. We all have experience. We've been around this organization and each other. So it's kind of like, what is it going to be? Are we going to have a good start? Are we going to finally hit that level of maturity where we can come out and just handle business and be that same team every night? Or is it going to be what it's been? Win a game here, get hot, get cold, and then the second half of the season we just hit a streak. So we'll see.
The conversations with Terry, you said you go in his office or whatever, were those just kind of organic conversations? Were they initiated by you guys, by the coaches? How did they kind of...
Just organic. Sometimes the conversation will start out here on the court, and he'll say, I want to show you something. And we'll end up in his office looking over things, and then he'll ask us what we think, and we'll give some feedback, and it'll kind of just be an ongoing conversation. But it's never been like, all right, Dane, be here at 8:30, and we're going to talk about some improvements. It's just been... I'll make a comment, and then he'll make a comment, and he'll say, well, I was thinking about this. What do you think about? And then he'll have a clip to back up what he's saying, and then I'll bring up a play that I remember. And, obviously we can find clips easy, so it's more of that type of thing.